Hi everyone, how you doing? So I'm doing a declutter. I didn't think I was going to do a declutter series, but I am over here if you can see me. You're balancing. So yes, I am going to be going through all of my complexion items today. So I've got primers, foundation, color correctors, powders, setting sprays, concealers, and I think that's about it, but it's plenty to go through, so let's get started. I think I'm going to do 3 declutter videos because I have like 3 different groups in mind. So yeah, this is the first one. All right, so I don't really know where to start, so let's I'm just going to move all this over here. Let's start with, maybe we'll start with like setting sprays and face mists and all that jazz. All right, so this is everything I have. Let me just turn it over so it's easier for you to see. It's not the best camera angle, but I do not have an overhead setup where you can just see directly on the table, so I figured this might do. You'll be nice and close to the item. But anyway, yeah, this is the first one that I have. This is from Essence. It's the Hello Good Stuff Happy Bliss Base Spray. I literally have not tried this yet, so I'm not going to get rid of it. I just haven't, I bought it and I haven't yet tried that one. So that one is staying. I'm going to do like, I would say this is probably a collection slash declutter because there are some probably categories that I probably won't be getting rid of anything. The one item that I could get rid of because it's just not very interesting and not very good is this one. This is the Prime and Infuse Prep and Perfect Instant Hydrating Priming Spray from Primark, and I kind of use it as a priming spray or slash setting spray. It's not very good. I have still quite a bit to go. I am only like right here as you can see, so I'm thinking I might, I don't know, do I want to declutter this? I honestly don't. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy the watermelon scent. It doesn't have a very nice scent. And actually I have some here that I kind of like. So I'm actually going to get rid of this, surprisingly, because I didn't expect I was going to get rid of any setting sprays. So that one is going. This one I've been testing out from W7 recently in my Shop My Stash, and I actually really like it. It's so nice. It's a dewy fixer. And it's lovely. It has a really great spray. It was so cheap, so I'm going to be keeping that one. This one I kind of want to finish. I don't have too much left. This is the So Dope from Makeup Obsession from Makeup Revolution. I got this as a free with purchase, and honestly I think it's a pretty decent setting spray. I really don't mind it. It's got cannabis sativa, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. So that one I'm staying in. And then this one I have from Laura Geller. This is the Laura Geller Spackle Mist, and this is so nice. I really enjoy this. So this one I'm keeping in my collection too. I think I'm about halfway, so I don't know. I feel like you're too close. Let me, what do I do with you? I feel like the angle is a little bit odd, but anyway, whatever. Then I have this one. This is from MAC. This is the Matte Setting Spray. I wish I'd got just a normal one or maybe the dewy one. Matte is fine, but I think for the winter it's probably a little too matte for me. I think it'll work great in the summer though. I did just purchase this, so it'd be fine for next summer or springtime. But this one I'm keeping. And then last but not least is this one, which is from Essence. It's the Fix and Last 18-Hour Setting Spray. I think this is okay, and honestly I've gotten through so much of it already. It was a pretty recent purchase for me, and I think I've only got about half, maybe even less than half. I just think it's pretty good, and it was a very affordable one. So I'm going to be keeping all of these. So that, let me just see. So that is 6. And I am getting rid of this one, which is just 1 for now, which is fine. I didn't think I was going to get rid of any of them, so that's fine by me. All right, let's go to foundation since it's right here in front of me. So let me just put these all out. All right, so these are all my foundations. I am going to be keeping this one. This is the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation from ColourPop. I do want to finish it. I don't have too much left, so that one is definitely staying. Same with my e.l.f. CC Camo Cream. I like this. I know some people are a little bit iffy about it, but it's something that I kind of want to finish up, and I don't have too much left, so it's definitely one that I'm keeping. And then also want to keep my Urban Decay Hydromaniac. I don't particularly like this one, but I do want to pan it at some point next year and finish up. It was pricey. I wouldn't feel comfortable giving this away or throwing it away, because there's nothing wrong with it, and it's actually really nice color on me. It's just not as hydrating as I expected it. That's the only thing really I have against it. It's just a little bit thick. I know straight away I'm going to get rid of this. This is disgusting. This is the Hydro Hero from Essence. It's a 24 hydrating tinted cream. It peels on my skin with literally any primer that I would use, and also without a primer too. It is just hideous. I think it only works with one primer that I own. It's just not worth me keeping. It wasn't expensive, so that one is definitely going. I just can't make it work. I'm also going to get rid of this. I actually picked this up thinking it was going to be similar to what was it called? I can't remember, but it was one of those other tinted creams. But this is the Skin Paradise from L'Oreal. It's a tinted water cream, and I don't know. I like in the summer it was fine. I think it was okay. Let me just rub it in. I find it a little bit orange, and even with a tan, it was a little bit too much for me. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one. It's just not worth the hassle of me having to make it work. I made it work this summer, but I can't imagine I'm going to want to do the same come this next spring, summer. So that one I'm going to say goodbye to as well. I'm going to keep my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation, because it is one of my favorites. It's really, really lovely and lightweight and just looks really nice on me. I'm also going to be keeping my NYX Bear With Me Tinted Veil, because this is, again, one of my favorites. I think it just looks beautiful on my skin, so that one I'm keeping. I'm going to keep the other NYX one that I have, the Born to Glow. I haven't fallen in love with this one at all, but I don't hate it, and I don't feel like I have a good enough opinion to declutter it at any point. And also it's kind of a newer one. I mean, I got these two at the same time. Straight away I knew I liked the tinted veil, but this one I just don't know if I really like. So that one I will just keep in my collection. This one, I kind of want to get rid of this one, because I decluttered my BB creams, and I finished a BB cream earlier this year, and then my partner bought this for me as a stocking from last year, thinking I liked it. I guess he saw me talking about it so much in videos. He doesn't really watch my videos, but I think he noticed that I was using it a lot, and I think for him he thought that I liked it. Which is a shame, but I don't like it. So this one I had to kind of want to say goodbye to this one. So I don't know. And also it's a medium. Like it's a different formulation, but I feel like it kind of works the same. I'm going to keep it, use a little bit for spring, summer. It is very lightweight. It kind of shears out if you don't use too much. I think I just feel a little bit guilty getting rid of it, because he did get it because he didn't really know any better. So I'm going to keep it for now, but I probably will get rid of it at some point. I just don't feel comfortable getting rid of it right now. Not that it's going to hurt his feelings or he's going to know. I just don't want to do it. And then I've got the Maybelline 30 Hour. This one I've been using recently in a Shop My Stash. I feel like I could finish it next year, so I'm going to keep it in. It's a little drying, but if I prep my skin well enough and use the right primer, then it's not too bad. It's just a little thick and drying, so it's not my favorite, and I probably won't repurchase that again. Oops. And then this one is another really drying one. I have two dewy ones. Let's say that. Actually, I have two dewy ones. These two are dewy. These are drying. This one is not really anything. And then, yeah, my Urban Decay is technically supposed to be hydrating. And then my Camo is a little bit drying. And my Tinted from ColourPop is moisturizing. Oh my gosh, this camera angle is absolutely horrendous. I'm so sorry, but anyway, it's what I'm doing, so like don't hate on me. But anyway, this one is probably the most drying foundation that I own. However, I don't dislike it. It is the In Real Life filter from Revolution, Makeup Revolution, and it's it actually is pretty good. I like a full coverage foundation in the winter, not so much spring, summer, but we're in winter now, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And again, as long as I prepped my skin, then it didn't seem too bad. You know, it's kind of the same as the Maybelline, although just a lot more drier. But they kind of fall in the same category if you make sure that your skin is moisturized enough and it has enough, you know, I don't know, oxygen in there and stuff, and you prep it and you maybe don't use a drying primer, then I think you can use these. At least for my skin, I usually have oily to combination skin. If you have really dry skin, probably not. But yeah, I guess out of my foundations, I'm gonna get rid of these two, and I'm keeping everything else, which I think is pretty good. Eventually I'll probably give this away to somebody who can use it. But for now, I'm just going to keep it because I don't really have anyone to give it to right now. All right, next up we have all of this lovely, lovely stuff, and this, and also this one here. So I've got some powders and primers here, concealers and color correctors. So let's start with the powders because they're kind of all on top of everything else. I'm really happy with my powder collection at the moment because there isn't anything that I don't like. Actually, I'm missing one. Hold on. Okay, like I was saying, I'm really happy with my powder collection. Oops. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like break everything. So this is what everything looks like. Currently right now, I only have one loose powder, which is the Laura Mercier. So I'm actually quite happy just to keep that. I'm not going to get rid of that at all. And then the rest of these are just pressed powders. This is a baked highlighter, but I use it as a finishing powder because I just think it looks nicer that way. And it definitely doesn't highlight my face. This is from Laura Geller and it's in the shade French Vanilla. I really like it. So yeah, that one I'm keeping too. I'm also going to keep this one. This is the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder. This one you could use to highlight your face, which is kind of what I do. So it's more like a finishing powder. It's not so much for anything else, but I do tend to put it everywhere when I use it. And I end up very shiny, but it is something that I rather would use towards the spring, summertime, not so much winter, unless I'm actually using it as a highlighter, which I'm not at the moment. So then I've got these, and to be honest with you, I think this is going to be a boring group because I'm not going to get rid of anything. I really am not. The only thing I could get rid of is this Nabla powder because I've been talking about how it doesn't have a very nice scent and it's probably expired. It was sent to me that way and people are telling me to get rid of it, but I honestly really like the finish and I'm not getting any bad reactions from it. So until that happens, I am going to continue using it because it's really, really beautiful. It's a very, very soft powder and I can't return it because it's just been too long. So I appreciate everyone saying just don't do it, but you know, nothing's happening to my face that is going wrong, so I'm going to use it for now. It is the Close-Up Smoothing Pressed Powder. It is so nice, so if you can get your hands on it and obviously have one that doesn't smell bad, then I would recommend it. It actually is a product that I want to pan next year. If you've seen that video, I did do a video of all the products I want to pan next year and that was one of them. And then the rest of these are fine. This is one that I want to pan next year as well. This is Rimmel, the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and it's just one of, I think it is the oldest powder now in my collection, and I just kind of want to get rid of it. I find it ugly to look at. The packaging is a little annoying, so that one I want to finish. This is my favorite, the Glowish from Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Medium. I would love to get the light because the medium is, I can still use it in the winter, but I get ghostly pale in the winter normally, and I think the light would be great in the winter. And then this one all year round, just any other time. It's just beautiful. Obviously I have a pan in it and I do think that I'm going to repurchase it, and I probably will get the light and the medium again, and I think it's just going to be a staple because I honestly think it's the best. Oh, this is the Fairlight, not medium. It's called Fairlight. So this is 02. I would get the 01. But yeah, love it. I know some people didn't like it. I absolutely love it. And then I've got the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder because Steph Lyons loves this. And I picked it up a couple years ago because she loves it so much. And I was like, oh, I want to see why she likes it so much. And it's really good. My packaging broke a little bit. It doesn't snap on anymore. So it might be one that I'd like to hit pan on this next year just because it's getting a little bit older, but this one's decent. I have no issues with it. It's not my favorite, but I'd still like it. And then this one is probably my favorite translucent one. This is the NYX HD Finishing Powder. And I picked this up, a recommendation from Anjelika Nikovits. I know she likes this powder. And when I picked it up, I wasn't a huge fan of it at first, but honestly, the more I've used it, the more I've realized it actually is very beautiful, and it is an HD finish. It does make your skin look very, very nice. Nicer than normal. And especially on camera too. And because I'm filming more, whatever I can do to make my skin look better on camera, I'm gonna do it, and I'm sure she does the same. So yeah, I really, really appreciate that. I think it's kind to aging skin as well, which is cool. So yeah, this is kind of boring. I'm keeping all of them. Sadly, not getting rid of the Nabla one, even though people told me to do that. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with my powders, so that's fine. And I finished quite a big, large, loose powder this year. So, you know, I feel like I've been able to get through quite a bit of powder, even though it doesn't really look like it. But yeah, these are staying. I just wanted to kind of show you. Actually, this is a foundation. This is just a little sample of the Clinique foundation. I almost bought this, and I need to try it because I want to know if I like it or not. And then I have a little sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter, but I already own that, so that's just like a backup. Okay, these are my primers. Let's get these set up. Okay, so I have kind of an issue with primers, if you hadn't already realized that. I did a really big push this year to get through quite a lot of primers, and I actually did, but then I ended up buying a bunch. So I just have a primer issue. I don't know what it is about primers. I don't know why I like them so much. I don't know why I always get sucked in to buy them. I just feel like, oh, you know, it's for my skin. It's going to make me look better. Let's try it. And then I end up with too much. So it's just a real issue, and I don't know how to curve that. So I kind of need to just do a no buy on primers, which I did for the longest time. And then I bought a bunch in September, and I feel really annoyed by it. But anyway, okay, so enough about that. Let's see. What can I get rid of, if there is anything that I can get rid of or that I want to get rid of? I mean, there are a few things that I honestly really don't need in my collection. And I kind of think, well, hang on a minute, could I give this away? Maybe let's start with the items that I'm going to keep. So I'm going to be keeping this. This is the CBD primer from Primark. I actually really like it, and it's something that I'm going to pan next year. It doesn't have a lot. It still has the air pocket in it, but it definitely doesn't have a lot of product left. And it's very, very soothing. It's got aloe vera. I just really, really like it. And it was so affordable for something in Primark. So, you know, why would I get rid of it when I really enjoy it? Another one that I really enjoy, and it's a newer one for me, is the Bobbi Brown. It is so gorgeous. Now, I would have picked up the Primark dupe because apparently that's very good, but it wasn't available. I mean, I didn't see it in store when I was in England. So I picked up the Bobbi Brown instead and spent a fortune, but I'm so happy that I did because it is absolutely beautiful. This is, if you're not familiar, the Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and it is gorgeous. I actually love the scent as well. It's kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's a little bit lemony. Yeah, it's like lemony and but not in a horrible way, and it's just very luxurious, really, really lovely, and it does make the makeup kind of look good. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. I'm also going to be keeping my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Hollywood filter. I like this. I did get a dupe for it. This is the collection one. I didn't pick up the e.l.f. dupe because I couldn't find it when I was in England, and I haven't ordered it online. It was kind of out of stock when I was looking, and I'm just not interested in getting it, to be honest, because from what I've seen from the e.l.f., the colors look a little bit off, and I need a pale one. So I really like the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the number 2. Yeah, this is number 2. And then I picked up this collection one, and I actually have just tried it today. So I don't know what I feel about it, but I don't want to get rid of it. It is pretty much an exact dupe from what I've noticed so far. And I really like the Charlotte Tilbury one. Why wouldn't I like this one? So that one I'm keeping as well. I love these e.l.f. Putty poreless one. I haven't repurchased any of the others. I tried the trio where you get those little trios of the poreless one, the illuminating one, and the matte one, and I tried all three of those, finished them up, and they were really nice, but I think the poreless one is definitely my favorite. I have quite a lot of pores, and this one I thoroughly enjoy, so definitely keeping that one as well. I'm not doing good with getting rid of stuff. Okay, this one, I'm going to get rid of this because I'm not really sure how to use it, to be honest. It is a CC cream, and it says it's a, you know, like a color corrector, but I don't think it really does anything, and I haven't, you know, I've used it. It has SPF though. I don't know, you see, this is the thing, like, it has all the good stuff. It's lightweight. It's for my skin. It's kind of one of these white creams that you put on your face, and then I think it changes tint. You rub it in, and it kind of, I don't know, it just transforms the skin in a little way, and it does add a little, it adds a beautiful sheen to the skin. And then, you know what, I'm gonna keep it. Oh, I feel so bad, and I haven't used it in so long, and I was thinking, okay, if I'm gonna get rid of a primer, maybe I'll just get rid of that one, but now I don't really want to get rid of it because I feel like I can use it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. Actually, it's from Be Beautiful. I got it in the supermarket here in Portugal. The Be Beautiful is like, it seems to be their brand or whatever. They have a lot of stuff, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it. I can't get rid of that, I'm sorry. Nabla, okay, this one is nice. I'm gonna keep this one as well. This was very expensive for a primer. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it. I was such a lunatic. It is the Angel Aura Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. It actually is pretty shiny, pretty illuminating. It does have some sparkle to it, so it's something that I'm most likely gonna wear in the spring, summertime. Or I don't know, I mean, maybe I could try it winter, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to keep it because it was so expensive. It's definitely not my favorite. I think it's a little bit too illuminating for my preference, but okay, I've changed my mind about this. I've just looked at my skin and it looks pretty greasy, and I don't think I want to keep that on my skin. So I am going to get rid of this. It also smells like SPF. So instead of getting rid of it completely, I'm just going to put it with my SPFs. I know it's only SPF 25, but I think I'm going to use it as an SPF other than a primer. So I'm just moving it out of this area of my collection, if that makes sense, which is not technically a declutter, but it will no longer be used as a primer. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, I feel a bit better because obviously I didn't get rid of it. I can still use it, but I don't need it here. Okay, so this is new. This one that I got in a cohorted box. This is a primer. Obviously it's a primer because we're going through primers. This is the No Buts Prime Burst. I have two of these, unfortunately. I'm definitely going to get rid of the second one. It's a whole story if you want to watch that. I talked about it in another video, but it's the Face Lifting Flash Primer. I think what I want to do with this is I really liked the consistency of the other primer that I finished from Ofra. I just didn't like the scent. I am going to try this one. Just simply because if it's the same consistency and maybe a nicer scent, then I know I will enjoy it, and I also know that I will get through it fast, because the other one I actually got through really fast, it felt like. So I'm going to be keeping this because I haven't tried it. I'd like to try it before I decide I don't want it. All right, whittling it down. It's getting harder. I don't know what to do. I'm going to be keeping this. This is a new one for me, and it's an Alice one. You could see I've used so much of it. It's like all the way up here already, and I've just been using it in my Shop My Stash this month, and I've used quite a bit. So I'm a little bit shocked that it's going by so fast. I might have to rebuy it. It's the NYX Plump Right Back. And it's a plumping serum and primer. Lovely. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it plumps my skin, but I do know that I like it, and it's not a horrible sticky tacky primer. And I was really worried it was going to be like that, but it's not. It's more serumy, and it's not as sticky as other hydrating, plumping, sticky tacky primers are, or gripping primers. So I'm going to be keeping it. I actually really like it. It's probably up there in one of my favorites at the moment. Okay, this one I'm going to get rid of. I know, you know, the panner in me is like, no, don't get rid of something that you can finish, but I will have no joy finishing this one, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. It's a Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I do not enjoy it, and I really have given it a lot of love this year, and I still don't enjoy it at all, and I just have to say goodbye. So this one is going, unfortunately. This one I'm going to be keeping because there's hardly anything left, so it's something that I feel like I can finish pretty soon. It is the Paradise Prime Illuminating Face Primer from BH Cosmetics. It's really lovely. It smells like coconuts. Actually, it smells like a little bit like coconut and like pina colada or whatever. It just takes me to some tropical, beautiful place that I want to go to. So yeah, I'm quite happy to finish this and not get rid of it. It also has a beautiful shine to it, which is nice. This one I'm going to keep because I haven't tried it yet. It might be decluttered soon at some point. It's from W7 and it is the Glow Prime. Haven't tried it and I feel like, you know, I've bought it. Let me try it. I can't declutter something I haven't tried. This one also, I don't really know what to do with this one. This is a Hydra Matte Pore Correct Velvet Cream from Figs and Rouge, and I have yet to try this. So another one, oh actually, no, I did try it. I don't remember trying it. Okay, I did try it because the cap is gone. All right, you know what? I need to put this in a Shop My Stash or something and use it because I'm honestly not sure what to do with it. But I'm going to keep it. So that one is staying. And then this one I really like. It's something that I want to finish next year. It is from Primark. It's the Prep and Perfect Brightening Primer. So that one I am keeping as well. It's got banana extract. It smells like bananas. It's really nice. And then this one, I was debating whether I should get rid of it or not. It's very nice, but it is one of these illuminating primers, and it's almost like a liquid highlighter for me. And you could see that, right? Look at that. That is crazy. So it does kind of blend out, but it's so shiny. It's beyond shiny. I don't know. It kind of blends out, and then you do have a sort of a sheen all over your skin. I don't know. I mean, you see, I used this in my Shop My Stash earlier this year, and I know that I enjoyed using it, but I also know that at times I did look very, very shiny that day. So it's one of those products where you can't really put shiny things on top of it. I think I'm going to keep it. I don't dislike it, and maybe, you know, I can compare these two, and maybe I won't like this one, I declare that one, or maybe I like both of them, but I think I have to keep it. I know that I have good experiences with it, and just because it's super shiny doesn't mean I can't use it. So so yeah, out of my primers, I only got rid of 2 things, which is pretty bad because I have so many, but I know I hate this, and then this one's not really leaving my collection, it's just going somewhere else. So technically I'm really just getting rid of one thing that doesn't work for me and I absolutely can't stand. So that kind of works. All right, moving on, we have concealers. I think this is the last category in this video. This is technically a foundation, but I have to use it as concealer because it's so thick. I have 2 color correctors here, but we'll just group them all together. All right, these are my concealers. Oops, how am I gonna do this? All right, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's try with the 2 color correctors. So I've got the CBD color corrector from Primark. It's the, yeah, you know what? This is nice. It's green, but I actually have been using it in my Shop My Stash and it smells a bit funky. So unfortunately, I'm gonna say goodbye to this. I know I just said I have it in my Shop My Stash and I like it, but it stinks, and I haven't actually enjoyed using it like I did when I first got it, which is a shame. So yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of this. I feel like I've had it for about a year now, and it hasn't lasted longer than that, which is unfortunate. But most makeup doesn't. I mean, it says it lasts 2 years. It says 24 months, and I definitely bought it last year. It's been over a year, but I can also see that it's kind of getting discolored here. So yeah, I'm definitely saying goodbye to this. It's unlike the powder from Nabla, which stinks. When it's on my face, it's fine, and actually my skin looks fine. This worries me a little bit more. It's like it's a cream, and it just, the whole thing just puts me off. So I'm gonna say goodbye to this. It's in my Shop My Stash, but that is too bad. Bye bye. This one I got recently, this was this year, and it's just a stick form, but it's like the same, but it's just very green. And I don't use it all the time because it is so green. But it'll be my only color corrector, so, but it'll be my only color corrector, so I think I'm just gonna keep it for now. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just not my preference. I'm gonna keep this Juvia's Place. This was a foundation, like I said. It is the I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation in the shade Maracao. It's just so thick. It's too thick. It's like cement. And I'm gonna see, I still haven't yet tested this, but I think it's just gonna be a good concealer for me. It's just on those days where I really need full coverage concealer, I'm just going to use this in small doses because I cannot put this all over my face. It looks disgusting. If I can't use it as a concealer, because I usually like concealers when they're light, and if I can't use it as a concealer, then I might have to end up just decluttering it. But that could be like my mid-year declutter, because I usually do a mid-year declutter. So we'll see about that one. The rest of these I think I'm going to keep, to be honest with you. Because there's nothing here that I dislike. So I've got the Catrice True Skin, what is this? What's the full name? High Cover Concealer Hyaluronic Acid, and it's waterproof. Love this. This is really nice. So I've also got the Anastasia concealer as well. I don't remember the name of this. Oh, it's the Magic Touch concealer. This one, really love. I mean, I have it in my Shop My Stash, and it had reminded me that it's very, very lovely and nice. So that one I'm keeping. I've got the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. This one I feel like I can finish this next year. You can't see it now, but usually I can see some windowing, and I feel like this is one that I probably most likely will be able to finish soonish. And then I've got my Candid concealer. Not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not bad, and I can use it as a concealer or also just to prime my eyes like Make Me Up Missa does. So not the worst, but definitely not the best. I'll just keep it while it lasts. This one I really don't like, and I'm sorry that people love this one. I really, really, really don't like this one, but I'm not gonna get rid of it because, like the Candid, I can make it work. So it's the Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I don't think it's very serum-y. I think it's pretty thick, to be honest, and I don't know what people are talking about when they say this is the best concealer ever, but I will keep it for now. I don't think it's worth decluttering yet. And then I've got my Wet n Wild. I like this one. I actually need to pull this one out because this is nice. This is the Photo Focus Color Correct concealer, and that one's good. And then I repurchased my e.l.f. Camo, not Camo, Hydrating Camo Concealer. I actually already finished one of these. This is a repurchase because I liked it so much and I missed it. So that one's in my collection. So yeah, out of all of these, I'm keeping them. I'm sorry. And I'm getting rid of this one because it is disgusting and expired. So that one is going. So definitely not the biggest declutter I've ever had in one of these videos. This is pretty poor, to be honest, in terms of a declutter. But I also don't want to get rid of things that I don't need to get rid of just for the sake of a video. So wanted to declutter, wanted to see what I want, what I like, what I don't like, show you my collection as well. And this is probably a good way to do it. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of 6 items out of my complexion items. I think that's pretty decent. I will do a cheek declutter, which will be all my bronzers, my highlighters, my blush, my face palettes in another video. And then I may or may not do another declutter. I did say I'm going to do 3 different declutters, but it really depends on the day, how I feel, and where I am with everything else. So that third one may be palettes, it may be something else. I'm not entirely sure, but there'll definitely be a declutter for my cheek products next. Like, it'll be a collection / cheek products. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. And if you want to see my hands again, you usually see my face in videos, which is just very strange. If this sort of format is kind of annoying, let me know and I'll try to do a different format. I'll try to do it overhead. Like I said, I don't really have an overhead option, but I could try to create one. I was trying to create one today, but I just ran out of time, so I just figured let's just do it like this. If this is annoying to you, let me know and I'll try to do better. I know the angle is a little bit off and kind of weird, but yeah, I will go, and thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your month, and I will see you all next time.